Hello and welcome to Talking Film, your ultimate movie news catch-up service. I'm going with a new layout for today, just because I don't know if anyone's really liked our past three layouts. So if you don't like our new layout, please tell me in the comment section below if you think I should mimic our old one on Google Hangouts, or go with this new one, or go back to the old one when it had all the news topics on the bottom of the screen. So please let me know if this new layout is much better, and if you like it. So moving on from that, we will start talking about all the cool movie news that's been happening with some awesome
Oh,
trailers.
really? Oh, sorry, I thought this was talking music. Ah,
Talking music.
it's bad.
Why? Why?
Oh, no, just you said we're talking about movies. Completely caught me off guard. I didn't
Oh,
know that we're talking film. Anyway,
oh, sorry. I, by now, the past 2 years, I assume we talk about movies down there, not
yeah,
music.
I'm not prepared.
Uh, but yeah, so we'll start talking about that. My name is Daniel, aka Captain Boomerang. We have Nick on the other side, aka Nick Fury. And
Oh, I like
let's
got code names now.
and let's start talking about the movie news.
Or names.
Let's get on with the news.
Our big one is Fantastic Beasts.
Hmm.
I almost.
Hmm. Hmm.
What do you
The
think?
casting. Yeah,
Johnny Depp has joined the franchise.
he has
He has,
indeed.
yes. Good or
Um.
bad, he has. I don't know if this is the news that people absolutely hate over you know, Donald Trump now becoming president. But it
I,
seems like this is just
oh.
like that. Everyone's split on this news,
Yeah.
whether we like it or we don't. But
I
Nick,
don't
your
think you
thoughts?
compare. I don't think you can compare political news to movie news for the record. But it's let's forget about the political news for one moment and pretend that nothing ever happens in politics and movie news is the most important thing in the world. Therefore, Johnny Depp becoming cast in Harry Potter, not sorry, Fantastic Beasts, or at least the Harry Potter world, but Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2, foregoing an official title so far, is to me not the news everybody wanted. It's not necessarily bad news, but it's not like, oh my God, lift me up and, Mexican wave. I'm excited.
Let's do that. Whoa!
Whoa, so excited. Um, no, well, first of all, we have to wait and see if the first Fantastic Beasts is any good. And I read somewhere that he might have a cameo in it, Johnny Depp's character or something, which, okay. Um, but he's going to have a major role in the sequel. So it just feels out of place with their previous casting in the Wizarding World to cast a big name American actor. It doesn't really fit. I know it's set in America or whatever, but it still doesn't really fit. And Johnny Depp is like that's celebrity casting. That's casting based on a name. I don't think it's casting based on talent. He's fine. He's not John Boyega.
Okay, I will come. John Boyega, he's only had like two movies under his belt compared to Johnny Depp, who has been in the
I
industry
don't
for
know.
a
It
long
was just the
time
first
now.
name that came to my head. I mean, I was trying to think of a lesser known actor with better acting skills, you know, than Johnny Depp.
Wow.
And I can't
Wow.
remember John Boyega.
I am speechless now.
I don't know what I was thinking. But no, it's just considering all of the bad rep he's been getting, he's almost the new Mel Gibson. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I just don't think that that's good press. They say no publicity is bad publicity. The only bad publicity is no publicity, or something like that. But uh, this is good news for Johnny, but it's bad. I think it's bad news for Warner Brothers. Like I just don't think it's a good casting choice.
Hmm. Yes, I'm completely all over the shop here, and I do agree with your opinions to an extent. Not quite sure about the whole John Boyega thing, but that's another that's another story on its
I don't
own.
know what I was saying.
But
Come here, spot.
the different things that I'm coming from here is that one, technically we don't know how box office poison he is at the moment. Yes, he is coming off Alice Through the Looking Glass, but I mean, did anyone who was really excited for that? It was a sequel to a film that not many people really liked to begin with back in 2010. And that unfortunately did come through the controversy of the the whole Johnny Depp scandal and all that came through, but we haven't had a film after that with him yet that could really prove that he is box office poison. So I guess we'll have to wait to Pirates of the Caribbean 5 next year to see if that does affect him box office wise. Two, this would have been done ages ago, before the whole scandal thing with Johnny Depp, for him to play. I don't know what character he's playing, but for him to play this character, if he's having a cameo in the first Fantastic Beasts, this would have been filmed obviously early this year or late last year. So this thing was already in the wraps before the whole scandal thing came out. So it was already in the bin. He was already looking forward to the next one. So it was, done and dusted for that. And three, Johnny Depp is a good actor. He's had, a lavish film career. He's had some really good film performances. I haven't seen Ed Wood, but people said that's one of his most iconic performances in that movie. I've seen Edward Scissorhands. He is amazing in that movie. Charlie Chocolate Factory, yeah, sort of. But I do have some concerns just because he hasn't brought that, I guess, 8 talent performances in the past couple of years. Dark Shadows, not really. He's with the Alice in the Wonderland franchise. Pirates of the Caribbean has sort of diminished since then. So, he's talented, and maybe meshing with the Harry Potter world may be the way to revitalize his career. I mean, heaps of actors have had a comeback. Robert Downey Jr. has had a comeback with Iron Man, and maybe this big tentpole franchise that is known as the Wizarding World now may put him back on track. I don't know, but I'm not completely down with this news. I'm sort of more mixed in a way.
I feel though the whole mentality of the the wider public. Well, I'd hope so, but considering who just won political, okay, I won't go there. I still think that morally, it's a lot harder to forgive someone who is accused of domestic abuse as opposed to someone who's accused of alcohol or drug abuse. Like that's what Downey Jr. had is completely different. Like that's not really makes a very good comparison.
True.
It's almost like it confirms if he's actually, he hasn't been, he was acquitted because of the trial, like Amber Heard or whatever took a settlement and called the whole thing off, but it doesn't mean that he didn't do it. Like it's just it's a thorny issue, and I just don't know if we should be paying people to be in the public spotlight who are domestic abusers. So anyway, that's a whole, like, almost outside of the film. It's almost a real world personal life issue. So that is now leaking into the film, and I want to enjoy my Harry Potter movies without thinking about that. So
yeah, but
hopefully,
I guess what you're saying is sort of true. I mean, he is an actor, so you can't really talk. You can't really separate it as much since we are talking about him joining this film franchise, and also to an extreme, some people even had problems, with the whole Birth of a Nation thing. Watching that movie after all that controversy that came before the film's wide release, and they said they couldn't stop thinking about what that actor had done, what that character went through in that movie.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I guess we'll just wait. We'll just see. It's still a little bit too early to judge him on, acting terms, I guess. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe he will be an amazing actor. Maybe he'll give an amazing performance. But we'll see how, he really needs to stay clean in terms of more domestic incidents forever if he's ever going to recover his career. Like, nothing else ever. If anything else comes up or surfaces, like he's gone. Like we don't want a Tiger Woods kind of scenario, do we?
No. Tiger Woods is still playing though.
He's still playing, but I don't think he's the champion. Yeah, well, sport's a little bit different. Sports stars are a bit different, but still, and that was a different issue. It's yeah, I still think the Mel Gibson comparison is the best because it's like these people are a-holes, you know. Why are we giving them jobs in movies if they're a-holes? I don't know.
I don't know, but Mel Gibson is having a comeback behind the scenes this time now with Hacksaw Ridge doing tremendously well.
It's a separate. Having a comeback is a separate thing. It's like winning the presidential election. It doesn't make you a good person.
You went back to the politics thing.
I had to. That was too good of a comparison. I'm sorry. The 2016 US election special, talking film.
Okay, I think we've talked about enough about Fantastic Beasts. Moving on to the next one.
Move on to some happy news.
Yeah, Disney has released the full trailer of Beauty and the Beast, giving us a much more than what we got on the teaser trailer, that's for sure. Nick, what are your thoughts on the trailer reveal?
Fantastic beauties and where to find them. Fantastic Beauty and the Beasts, where to... I don't know. Anyway, did you see this? This
Fantastic
is
Beasts and where to find beauty.
Yeah, Fantastic Beauty and where to find it. I don't know. So the trailer, like I've seen a few of the promotional material. I don't think we've really talked about the posters and stuff and pictures that came out before. So this is our first time talking about the actual visual look of the film, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the teaser, and I think what this trailer does reveal is, like, the problem is I haven't actually seen the original animated movie. So that was a problem for me. So I was seeing this trailer without that nostalgic effect, which will be completely different from when I see The Lion King. Like, I will have the nostalgia full, like, waves and waves. But I'm familiar with the story, and I'm familiar with the characters of Beauty and the Beast. I just haven't seen it. So I don't know. It just seemed a little bit. I was a little bit worried watching the trailer. Like from an outsider's perspective, it seemed it was obviously very much catering to the nostalgia. Like it was obviously the lines from the original movie or whatever, like that apparently are in there, and the music, especially the music. Like even I know that's the music of Beauty and the Beast if I hear it walking down the street. But just the aesthetic looked a little bit off to me. I don't know what it was. I mean, maybe it's more Cinderella than... Actually, it was probably pretty Cinderella. No, I don't know. It just seemed a little bit... I'm a bit worried that it could be their first misstep. I don't know why.
Wow.
Is.
Their first misstep. So, have we completely forgot about Alice Wonderland and Maleficent already?
Oh, Pete's Dragon, yeah. Well, Alice Wonderland doesn't count for me because
How dare you say Pete's Dragon? Pete's Dragon was a good movie.
No, but financially.
It didn't do too bad. It wasn't a big budget movie. It was only $60 million. It made over $140 million globally.
I've heard Pete's Dragon's very good. I still haven't seen that either.
You should. It's a good movie.
And the first Alice made a lot of money. But the only real critical and financial fairy tale flop they've had is Alice Through the Looking Glass, and I don't think this will be a financial failure, even if it's bad. Beauty and the Beast, but I do think that maybe it could get criticized for being a bit lazy if they stick too much to the original. But then again, it's Beauty and the Beast. It's like it was nominated for Best Picture, so who knows?
Well, from what I heard, it does seem like they're going the Cinderella sort of way. From what the trailer looks like, nothing looked out of place that I can't remember that was in the animated movie. Everything that was in this trailer looked pretty much close to what was in the animated movie. But from what I heard, that there is going to be like new songs in there, and they are going to have a completely new origin story for Belle. So they are changing things up.
Okay.
They just didn't show us in the trailer. So what I think they're trying to do here is trying to hit that nostalgia for people who loves the early '90s movie, and and they'll probably keep these changes to the movie itself when we do watch it. And not show up off in the trailers. But
And
I think,
yeah,
yeah, I think it'll be close to Cinderella. It looks amazing from what I saw. The trailer has showed me off that Emma Watson is perfectly cast as Belle. I think
well cast.
yeah, well casted. I think she just from what I saw in the trailer is going to be I think a standout in this movie.
Yeah, maybe I'm too harsh. I don't know. It's just
I didn't like the way the Beast looks or any of the other objects, but
yeah.
seeing them in action, I don't have that much of a problem about them anymore. So I'm
Yeah, I
completely.
guess.
So I'm looking
I
forward
mean,
to this movie. This is already like one of my most anticipated movies next year. Bring it on.
oh, I guess we'll see. I mean, I was definitely very excited about the Jungle Book this year, but I don't know if I'm excited about this. It's just I'm not sold on it yet.
Well, you
And
didn't.
what's with the French accents of the what do you call it? The candelabra thing and whatever. Like, isn't that Ewan McGregor voicing that, and Ian McKellen? Why are they putting on French? Why not cast a French actor to put on the French accent?
Because the character
It's
was
really
French.
annoying when they do that. Mm.
And the song "Be Our Guest" was what am I gonna say? The song Be Our Guest in the movie, there was French lyrics in that song, so I guess they want to keep that faithful to the movie as well. But again, I guess they could have cast a French actor, but it's Ewan McGregor, so you don't say
They need name
these
recognition, yeah.
monstrosities, Nick.
Yeah. You need to make that money back, Disney. Need to beat last year's record at the box office.
Yeah, this movie's gonna make like $400 million opening weekend.
Probably.
That's too crazy. It might make like 100, probably like maybe over 150 million. Maybe I think this is going to be probably bigger than Alice in Wonderland. I think this is going to be.
We'll probably end up
the
talking
big
about it a
one.
little bit more before it comes out, but yeah, we'll see.
Yep, we shall see. And now we've got some unfortunate news that apparently DreamWorks Animation has stopped production on The Croods 2.
My God.
I know.
Jeez. I cried for hours when I heard this.
You should be, Nick. You should be. This is sad.
Tragic news. It's actually really surprising though, because The Croods was a really successful movie of theirs.
It was. It was actually really good. It surprised me of actually how good it actually was. To be honest, like it's really good. It's really entertaining.
Yeah, well, I read it somewhere that it's like someone thought that it was better than The Good Dinosaur. Like, give me The Croods over The Good Dinosaur any day, and
Yeah,
that seems to be kind of popular.
I'll be one of those people. Croods was much better than The Good Dinosaur.
Well, I haven't seen The Croods, so I can't judge, but I have heard it's pretty good, and I'm surprised more so that DreamWorks has been struggling financially, and they're greenlighting a lot of original stuff. It's almost they're going against the grain of normal Hollywood studios.
It's like they're the next
animation studios.
It's like they're the 2000s Pixar right here.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
It's like
There's
they're
all this
swapped.
original stuff, the opposite of Pixar this decade, and so far that's been mixed for them. Like they've had successes and failures, but the failures have like sequels have not been spared. Like sequels have done poorly as well.
Well, I don't think the sequels have done poorly. I think that the sequels are disappointing American grosses. Like How to Train Your Dragon 2 should have been much higher than what it was, and Penguin to Madagascar. I guess that counts more of a spin-off than a sequel.
Penguins especially. Kung Fu Panda 3 did okay though.
You mean 2?
Sure.
Oh, no, Kung Fu Panda 3. It set a new low in America. It made only 140 million, which the last one made 170 million in America. But globally, it's like 500. It's over $500 million, but that is the lowest in the franchise.
Oh,
I know it's sad.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
such a
don't know.
great movie. It's like the best Kung Fu Panda movie so far.
Oh, wow. They need to. Yeah, I think they were saying there was going to be 6 movies in that franchise. We'll see if that keeps. Because they were all. DreamWorks was the most sequel studio there was just
Yep.
5 years ago,
Yep. And when
and
you
now.
think even when I thought about it when I was doing the Kung Fu Panda 3 review, even when you think about it, they've had more hits sequel wise than any other animation studio quality wise. If you think about that.
Mm,
More than
yeah,
Pixar, more than Blue Sky. They've had the most consistent run of CGI animated sequels based on quality.
that's true. That's definitely true. That doesn't really say much. Like a lot of their original stuff has been quite mediocre.
Mm.
Whereas, can you name an original Pixar movie that's okay? The Good Dinosaur. Outside of The Good Dinosaur, they haven't really had a bad original movie. Like even Cars is good. Um, so I like the DreamWorks is notorious for being inconsistent quality. Like you have amazing films like How to Train Your Dragon, and then you have
Yeah.
things like Home and Turbo, which is like
Phone.
why. Um,
I forget that movie.
so they've just released Trolls. So I don't know. Did you see that?
It hasn't come out here yet.
Okay, they've just released Trolls, and now they've cancelled the Croods. Oh, I know that Trolls was a success for them. So in America, so
It's doing
that
really well for them. It's
maybe
off to a good
something to do
start.
with it.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know why. Maybe they said they couldn't get the story working, but they definitely. This is surprising because it's DreamWorks, and DreamWorks normally doesn't care if they can't get the story working. They just release it anyway. Um, so yeah,
Just because they made Shrek the Third.
yeah. No, yeah, maybe I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just
well,
a bit of a surprise.
Shrek the Third is
But I'm not
basically
really,
a cash grab sequel right there.
I wouldn't say good news or bad news either way. It's just news.
Mm, yeah, well, I guess it's bad news. Like when you think about it, The Croods is like the only original movie from DreamWorks so far that has like done like it's gone beyond their expectations financially. It made nearly $600 million globally and made over 200 million in America, which they haven't reached that level of over $200 million grosses in America since I don't know when. Maybe How to Train Your Dragon 1.
Before
No,
the food.
Madagascar 3 probably was the last one they made that much in America. So they haven't had that. They haven't had like financially. They haven't had that big of a success. And The Crude stands out completely from like Mr. Peabody and Sherman and Home, which made like just under $400 million, and Penguins of Madagascar. If they want something to try to bring out a new franchise, I think The Croods was it so far. Maybe Trolls will be the one for them now. But I mean, now they're going back to Shrek now, and who knows what's happening with Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if they're going to do a
And
fourth
How to
one
Train
for
Your
that.
Dragon.
Yeah, How to Train Dragon seems like it's the only one we know that's definitely coming. So it saddens me that something's gone wrong with The Croods, and I definitely think it was a film that I think DreamWorks needed. I think.
It's still possible that they'll resurrect it though. Like I think that if they have a few more financial flops, they might resurrect it. We'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, Me and My Shadow got scrapped, and a year later they brought that back with Edgar Wright now. So,
Yeah,
but
DreamWorks is definitely one to watch. I think now that
mm,
it's changed ownership and stuff, it might
yeah, well,
actually.
they've scrapped a lot of
have a
films
bit of-
and saying that it's reworking. That we're supposed to be getting. I remember last year we were supposed to get. I can't remember. Like it was like BOO, like Boo, um, something
Mm.
Bureau of Otherworldly Operations. That was supposed to come out 2015. I'd say most of the animation was done for that, and they just dropped the film. And apparently that is like getting reworked. Mumbai Musical is something that's getting reworked. Madagascar 4 is getting reworked. They're reworking a lot of their films. Puss in Boots 2 is something that was already had a script, and I don't know what's happening with that.
DreamWorks is all over the place at the moment, but I think it's a good sign. It means they're trying to fix whatever was wrong with their studio before.
Yeah, as much I haven't really liked DreamWorks that much outside some of their really good films like How to Train Your Dragon 2 and Kung Fu Panda 3. I really want them to go back to their glory. Like we had like so many great movies in the 2000s. Yes, we had some some other films we don't really want to mention,
Yeah.
like B Movie and Shark Tale, but we've had some really good ones, like Over the Hedge was really good.
Yeah.
Road to El Dorado was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually sort of slightly enjoyable.
Was that 90s or 2000s?
I think that was I think that was like literally 2000. I think.
Okay, yeah, I love the Prince of Egypt is my favorite one of theirs. That's an amazing movie. That was their very first, I think. Well, it was their first two one.
Oh, I think
yeah,
the first one's the Prince of Egypt.
I can't wait to finish my DreamWorks-a-thon, and I'll give you all an update on how great these movies are.
Oh, can't wait for that. We've been waiting for that, Nick.
2 years, 2 years. I will, but I might just make it an animation special. No one's done that before. Oh, okay, we better move on.
Yep. Warner Brothers and DC released the new Wonder Woman trailer like 2 weeks ago, but we never talked about that because it came out just after our show. So I don't know if you remember the trailer, Nick, or you've even seen it.
I can't remember if I watched it or not. I think I might have.
It was a good trailer.
I think I did watch it. I think I did, but I can't remember. Like, yeah, I think it was quite good. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really good trailer. It continues to make me super excited. Wonder Woman's definitely one of my top films for next year.
Oh man, I am a bit like after Batman v Superman, I was like, well, I'll give them benefit of the doubt. Suicide Squad, I haven't seen, but based on the reactions, I know you liked it.
Yeah,
based
saw
on
it
the
twice.
Reactions, doesn't feel like they're on the right track with their movies. Like they haven't had an undeniable success.
Yeah.
And hopefully Wonder Woman's the first, but I'm just like,
yeah,
hoping.
What I do like about it that it is a prequel. It is set back into the World War I setting. So I like it that we are getting away from the crossover DC universe where we are just focusing on Wonder Woman's origin story, and I think that's what we need right now for the DC universe. There's something that there's going to be maybe a couple of cross promotions. I guess towards the end of the movie, where we're seeing it back in the modern times. But for the most part of the movie, I like that it's going to be its own thing and not really part of the DC universe, and we fully get to explore her character. Because I feel like if Batman v Superman came after Wonder Woman, I feel like I might have cared about Wonder Woman more because she was in a very short scenes in that movie. So I feel like I definitely feel like that this is the film the Warner Bros. DC needs right now, and I'm hoping if this is the success, then even if it's a success, I'm still nervous about the universe because this is just a prequel. This is just setting her character up. You know what I mean? It's still
yeah. Well, it's Captain America: First Avenger, but the problem is Wonder Woman joined the Justice League before she had her origin. So
she joined Batman, Superman.
Yeah.
But
that's what happens when you have to accelerate a universe building.
And just the second film out.
Oh gosh, I just want to punch Zack Snyder in the face for ruining this whole thing.
There's no need for violence.
But seriously, Zack Snyder is like my least favorite director in Hollywood right now. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't. The best movie he's made is. I can't even think of the best movie he's made. I still have
300 because 300 wasn't as great as everybody keeps thinking it is.
I need to see 300. I need to see 300 Watchmen. Maybe I can't really say about his directing skills. I need to see those two movies that people actually really do like from him before I make my judgment. Because all I've seen is like Man of Steel, Batman, Superman, and Sucker Punch. Oh, Sucker Punch.
Man of Steel is actually like that compared to the rest of his films. I'd actually say Man of Steel is his best one, and that does not say much.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and moving on to our last story, Ghost in the Shell has debuted.
Yes, finally, I can talk about what I just saw.
Sorry for putting it at the end of the show.
So a trailer was released. Yeah, for those don't want to leave you hanging. Trailer was released It was weird. Are you familiar with Ghost in the Shell, the source material? Because
I
I'm not.
I'm aware of it because people kept talking about it, but I've never seen it, and I really don't know what it really is. Like I thought, like I don't know, I knew it was
Japanese,
something
yeah.
to do with like a girl and robots and stuff like that. But that's all I really knew because I knew it's like an anime sort of thing, so anime
It's
property. So
so Japanese.
yeah,
I'm not familiar with that in particular, but I'm very familiar with just Japanese culture and Japanese anime and just, you know, and I just, this seems to be as faithful as you can get to Japanese, you know, imagery, Japanese iconography with a white actress in the lead. Like, I mean, we've obviously, there's been enough opinion pieces on the whitewashing of casting Scarlett Johansson in the lead role, and we don't really need to go into it. But it's just I'm a little bit worried based on that trailer that
well
there's going to be a bit of backlash.
well
There's going
she's
to be more backlash.
well after watching the trailer, she stands out because most of the other cast are Asian, they're Japanese, so
Yes.
it yeah, I did.
First shot in that trailer, I was like, "Whoa, is this a Black Widow spin-off movie?" No. Uh, and then all the
Well,
Japanese
she's
stuff
got to
happens. Like, oh, cool, they're going to do a Wolverine, like a Tokyo genre Black Widow movie, and then suddenly she's like naked but not naked. Like it's so sexualized. Um, it's so I think there's going to be a couple of I predict there's going to be a couple of negative reactions to this movie just based on the trailer alone. Is like the over sexualization, which is very prevalent in Japanese anime, mind you. So they're being very faithful, but being very faithful does not it doesn't mesh with Western media ideals.
Yeah,
Like
does it appeal to a wider audience? Is that what you mean?
yeah, it doesn't. So I think there might be a little bit of backlash in that
But it's
they're
Scarlett
staying
Johansson.
really secure, but in doing so, like it might come across as a bit Orientalist. So like too Japanesey, too much Japanese stereotype, too much white person saves the Eastern world from calamity, too much sexualization. I'm just like visually it looks pretty cool, but I'm not sold on the translation of Japanese source material into a Western movie, an American movie, just yet. You know, I think that's a very hard thing to do, and I don't think the general audience is ready to accept it. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe. But from what I could gather, it seems like they're being completely faithful to like they're like influenced by some scenes from the anime, and I'm assuming this is a manga as well because I've been hearing manga as well. So or manga, whatever the way you pronounce it. But it seems like the fans might seem like they're interested in it, but I do keep
This is going to
thinking.
be good for the fans.
Yeah, I do keep thinking like Scarlett Johansson does seem out of place in a way in this trailer. But yeah, I
She
don't
sounds like Black Widow.
I can't really say much about it because I really I don't really know anything about Ghost in the Shell. So all I can say is that visually it looks awesome, and I just have to keep an open mind who hasn't been part of this I get this Japanese franchise and see it see it from the outside perspective like I'm going to be doing that with Assassin's Creed. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
that's all I can say though.
yeah. I get almost an Assassin's Creed vibe out of that trailer, except Assassin's Creed is obviously something I'm familiar with, and it's also much more Western. In fact, almost too Western, as opposed to this very Eastern media. So I don't know. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what this movie's like. I'm actually very excited to see the reactions and also see it myself.
Yep. Going to be interesting. Wait and see, I guess. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to Talking Film. Let us know. You can like our Facebook page. Just type everything film. We normally are the first one. So give us a like there if you want to read our news, reviews, and other cool stuff there. You can follow us on Twitter at everythingfilm1. You can like our blog at everythingfilmreviews.wordpress.com, and you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want more videos from us. So until then, see you guys in the next 2 weeks, and stay classy. Goodbye, everybody.
Until next time.